Hello students, today we will see about irrational exponents, how to consider these types of irrational exponents. 3 is the power of radical 2 times 3 is the power of radical 8 over 27 is the power of radical 18. Now, radical 8 which means radical 8 which means radical 2 times 4. Radical 2 times 4. Here 4 is a perfect square. So radical 8 which is equals to 2 radical 2 because 2 is not perfect square. Also radical 18 which means radical 18 which means radical 2 times 9. 9 is perfect square. 9 is perfect square. So which is equals to 9 which means 3. 3 radical 2. We can substitute instead of radical 18, 3 radical 2 also instead of radical 8, 2 radical 3. Also 27 which means 27 which means 3 is the power of 3. 3 is the power of 3. So instead of 37 we can substitute 3 is the power of 3. 3 is the power of 3. So 3 is the power of 2 radical 2 times 3 is the power of radical 8 which means 2 radical 2. 2 radical 2. 2 radical 2 over 27 which means 3 is the power of 3. 3 is the power of 3. 3 is the power of 3. Also radical 18 which means 3 times radical 2. 3 radical 2. Here 3 radical 2. 3 radical 2. Look at here. 3 times 3, 9. We can write 9 radical 3. 9 radical 2. 9 radical 2. Here the base. Here 3. Now a is the power of n times a is the power of m which is equals to a is the power of n plus m. N plus m. A is the power of n times a is the power of n which is equals to a is the power of n plus m. Also a is the power of n over a is the power of m which is equals to a is the power of n minus m. N minus m. So which is equals to 3 is the power of radical 2 plus 2 radical 2. Radical 2 plus 2 radical 2. 2 radical 2. Here 3 is the power of 9 radical 2 is a the power of n over a the power of m. So minus 9 radical 2. Minus 9 radical 2. Look at here. So which is equals to 3 is the power of radical 2 plus 2 radical 2, 3 radical 2. 3 radical 2. 3 radical 2. Minus 9 radical 2. 9 radical 2. 9 radical 2. Which is equals to 3 is the power of here. 3 radical 2 minus 9 radical 2, 3 minus 9 minus 6. Minus 6 radical 2. Minus 6 radical 2. Now, here a is a power of minus n which is equals to 1 over a is a power of n. Here negative 1 over a is a power of positive n. So which is equals to 1 over 3 is a power of 6. 3 is a power of 6 radical 2. Which is equals to 3 is a power of 6 which is means 27 times 27. 27 times 27. Or 2 4 3 times 3. 3 times 3, 3 times 3, 9, 9, 9. 3 times 4, 12. Here, 2 remain what? 3 times 2, 6, 7. The power of radical, the simplest forms of this irrational number is 729, the power of radical. Thank you very much. If you have any question about exponential, logarithmic, trigonometric, and the polynomial function, you can send your question in comment section. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.